Crazy times. Crazy times. So yesterday, I proved to myself that God exists. I built an engineering model, no physics at all, that makes perfect sense, explaining why the central order of bending exists outside the mass and what the mechanism is that allows that to exist. And it's where statics and fluid dynamics meets, two-dimensional rotation, and the two disciplines are joined together by Dr. Lover in 1915. So science already knows this. And so this morning, I'm thinking about consciousness. 3.5 years ago, December 2020, I woke up. Consciousness exists. 3 months of bliss. April 21, double slit experiment. They're looking at it wrong. They're lying. Here today, whatever the date is in July 24, I know what consciousness is, so I can put it down. So I set off on the task, what is consciousness? I spent the time investigating observations in nature, and now I know what consciousness is. And so I'm resting. And here I'm in Wales, here, that's where I live. It's my homeland, it's my land of my fathers. I love it here. I don't want to live anywhere else. And I'm thinking about the model that I built for you of the sphere as the eyeball. So the eyeball exists as out on the outside of the solar system, so it's relatively small compared to what science is telling you. It's invisible. There's the event horizon, which there's an inversion, and you can't see it as it twists through. You're seeing a surface. Imagine you're in an hourglass looking down at the point where the sand runs through the hourglass and it's twisting down. That's what you see, the twist there. And there is a twist as that grain of sand goes through. So you can't see the important part of the organism inside which we live. And the story you need is Jonah and the whale. We live inside a whale. And I mean that literally. In terms of force fields and dimensions of matter and size of matter. Size matters in terms of consciousness, in terms of force. Think about where we're meters per second squared. Meters squared per second squared. There's a line. We exist in the line. That line has a thickness. Our consciousness comes through cetaceans. They are the force field above us in terms of their intelligence. When we get downloads, we get them from whales. Now, the irony of that is so beautiful, isn't it? I speak to you here from the lovely rainy valley in which I've lived for a while to discover that piece of information. And from yesterday, proving that God exists to myself, to now realizing that mammals, the blood of mammals, represents the highest form of life, and we are near the top. Yes, how does it feel to come in second place to those creatures that we hunted? Picture the image of that. There's a marvellous drama that was the really bad guy, was about to harpoon a whale, standing on the back of a whale. There's a harpoon. Raised the butt, he tied it out by shooting the poor thing, and it's towing these barrels around behind it, tiring itself out endlessly, going, "What the fuck are you doing, you morons? What the fuck are you doing?" It's the whale is saying. And he's standing on the back of the whale with a harpoon, and he says, "One more breath, my beauty." And he does another breath over the blowhole, and he plunges the harpoon down the blood, and the whale dies. And when I saw that, it was so dramatic and so painful to me I felt it when the harpoon went down. I felt it. And I had this inkling about this a little while back about whales came to me. And now I know why. And now you know why too. So now you know who you really are. Nature. Yeah? Now you know you are nature. Get ready. Now, the lesson I've learned is this. This information is ordinary. It's ordinary. You anchor it into your real life and springboard from there. You don't start high, you start low. You start low. Be confident. I can do it. You can do it. Anyone can do this. And you are all going to do it. I fucking insist. Welcome to the future. Follow the Rebel King.